Hi, this is my next Frontend Mentor project, the Connect 4 game. This is the main menu. From the main menu you could go to the game rules page, you could read the rules and then go back to the main menu. There's two play options, you could play versus player or you could play versus CPU. First I'll show play versus player. If you're playing versus player, both people play on the same machine and take turns. So this is the game page. I'll quickly go over it before I show a win. So each player gets 30 seconds. If your time runs out, the opposite player's score goes up by 1 and it shows the win state for the opposite player. In the first round, player 1 goes first, and then it switches. So second round, player 2 goes first, and so on and so forth. To win the game, you could either connect 4 vertically, horizontally, ascending diagonal, or descending diagonal. So here you could see the time ran out, so player 2 score went up by 1. Now you could choose to play again, or up here you could see you could restart. Restarting sets both scores back to 0 and the game restarts. So you can see if I click it, both scores were set back to 0, and then the timer also restarted as well. So if you're in the middle of a round and you click the menu button, the time will pause. And then if you click continue game, the time will resume. So you can see the time resumed. If I go back to the menu, you could restart the game from here as well, or you could quit the game. If you quit the game, it'll bring you to the main menu. So now I'll go back into the game, and you could see when you're in the game, if you're hovering over one of the circles, the marker up top shows which column you're in. And then if you click, you could see the counter animates into its spot. So the counter is animating into its spot. Now I'll quickly show a win. So you could see red 1 shows player 1 wins. You could see the animation indicating the 4 pieces that won the game for player 1. Player 1 score went up by 1. Now I could play again. And so if you're playing and there's no more spots left to move to, it'll be a stalemate and it'll show tie game down here, and no one's score will increment if it's a tie game. So this is the play versus player game. Now I'll show the play versus CPU game. So playing versus CPU was a bonus part of the project. It was optional and I decided to give it a go. The CPU logic is pretty much, it just goes randomly to any of the remaining places, and there's also a 3-second delay before the CPU moves. So if I go to the play versus CPU game, you could see you start first and then second round CPU goes and then it alternates. So if I go, and now the CPU will go in 3 seconds, and now I could go, and now in 3 seconds the CPU will go. And so this is the play versus CPU option. And now I'll quickly show the responsiveness of the project. So this was for desktop screen sizes. Now I'll first show tablet screen sizes. So this is the home page for tablet screen sizes. This is the game page for tablet screen sizes. And now I'll go back to the main menu, and now I'll go down to mobile screen sizes quickly. So, oh god. So this is the home page for mobile screen sizes, and this is the game page for mobile screen sizes. So now I'll quickly show yellow winning now, since I showed you red winning last time. So you can see player 2 wins, which is the yellow player. You can see the animation showing the 4 pieces that won the game for player 2. And I could also restart. Both scores are back to 0. So this is the end of my explanation for this project. It was a fun project. I'm looking forward to doing more complex projects going forward. So yeah, thank you for watching and take care.